I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Why don't you cast Revelio on this bust?
Revelio.
And see what details the field guide can provide. Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle. No time to waste. You've classes to attend. Good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use blue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall. And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should... and that...
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become Aurors. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain, and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Muggle school is so dull.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
I did my best, but I'm fairly certain she suspects that we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Right. Let's see what we got here.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, it sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Revelio.
Some of us don't necessarily want him to get back to the lesson.
I've taken to studying during the day in our dormitory. No one's there.
You can't
And
imagine
then the werewolves join the goblins in the uprising.
Werewolves, where were you? In the Goblin Rebellion of 1752?
And by the end of it, the Minister for Magic was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't. Oh, what fun! I won't say my goodbyes. I shall cheer for the boy who says you're telling
Are
lies.
you telling lies, Peeves? It was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't. It was Basil Flack.
Ooh, fight! It's a bold attack. Was the minister a fool or the...
I just guessed on that. I didn't even know what I was doing. Suit of armor. Alright, let's see.
It was Hephaestus Gore.
It wasn't Boots and it wasn't Flack.
This is one of the pre-order outfits.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Ooh, that was fast.
Accio.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me. I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres. Accio, relinquish your charm. Splendid! Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you. Very good. That's it. Very good. Points to but there's certainly. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Watch this. Phew.
Splendid!
Let us see this. That is how it's done. Well done. Here we go. There we go.
A perfect score. Remarkable. Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
Yeah, let's make it more interesting. Let's put money on the table.
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Be sharp. Phew.
Very good.
Watch this. Brilliant. Here we go. There we go. Start going easy on you now.
Excellent control there. Very good, both of you. Well done.
And boom goes the dynamite.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Ouagadougou just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Is Ouagadougou much bigger than Hogwarts?
Ouagadougou School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
Is Ouagadougou a castle, like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Ouagadougou uses one.
You can cast spells without a wand?
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Ouagadougou, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can use Accio on humans, if you're so inclined.
A word, if you would.
Well, you'd be using it on clothing, to be precise, Sebastian. You know it won't work on humans.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Professor Ronan reminds me of my
After my brother learned the summoning charm, it was constant Accio this, Accio that, cutlery flying everywhere.
Hello. How was your first day coming along?
Hello, Samantha. Nice to see you again.
I wondered how your first day was going. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
Alright, let's see what next class we have to go to. Oh, I have to track it first. Alright, let's see here. Now this is a cool feature right here. Let's see.
Oh.
The detail in this school is absolutely stunning. I have no complaints. Alright, going into defense against the dark arts. So we have Accio now, which means we can pull stuff to us. Let's see.
Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity. Especially in
so what we're getting right now is a rushed course of everything I guess we've missed since we're coming in as a 5th year student. Alright. Levioso. Oh. Hermione, who?
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent. Levioso! Good. Well done. Very good, but the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Levioso, this can't be your first duel. Let's just say...
Don't all of my students for this again. I do enjoy my duel.
Levioso, what are you doing up there?
You're good.
Now, Protego. Levioso.
Use the basic cast when your opponent's guard is down. Want your opponent designed to attack or defend yourself?
Well, the duel, this aren't Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Ravenclaw.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
I'd hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
If you know the right spells, it's dark wizards that'll fear you, not the other way around.
You dueled Sebastian. He's strong competition. Well done.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Exclusive and unsanctioned? Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Lucan Brattleby near the Clock Tower entrance. If you're interested. Till next time.
Revelio.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide.
Revelio. Revelio.
If you step in the wrong place and become engulfed in a stench.
Revelio.
Black. I would not take another step until a house elf polished.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
I adore the hamlets near. They're a bit blank, but ever so. It's good black children are too young to attend Hogwarts. I hate it. I should like to retire.
What are you up to now?
What are you up to now? Like I'm a troublemaker? I haven't shown any signs of trouble. Any sign of trouble. I'm a good boy. Till I start using dark magic.
Revelio.
Oh! These are what I'm looking for. These are gonna come in handy dandy.
Oh, my exams. Not a one of them deserves more than a T. Fills our stone hearts with joy to be in the presence of such arrogance.
Oh my god, that gargoyle was talking.
Never forget what that Hufflepuff girl said in 1421. Lovely stone. Oh, that's class, that is.
This must be a classroom. Or something else. We'll find out.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit before you arrived. I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
There's an Ollivander's in Hogsmeade.
There is. Most people are familiar with the shop in Diagon Alley. We're fortunate to have someone like him nearby. Mr. Ollivander is a genuine craftsman and highly skilled wand maker. I would trust no one else to pair me with a wand.
I've never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring objects. I shall explain more about them when you begin working with transfiguration magic.
Can you tell me more about the potions shop, Professor?
J. Pippin's Potions stocks a wide array of potions ingredients, although they rarely sell recipes. Professor Sharp asked that they have a couple of particular recipes on hand for you.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
I'd like to go with Sebastian.
Glad to hear it. Mr. Sallow is a capable young wizard, and he knows the area. He'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No haste. The sooner you work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Revelio.
Ah, there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm, repair, fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye. More frequently than one would imagine. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic.
Why must I first complete tasks to learn Reparo?
No less. Such experience is invaluable when mastering any new bit of magic.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor. Revelio. This is the right area. I wonder when... Got it.
Ah.
A flying page must be around here somewhere.
Don't get too cocky simply because you had one victory over Sallow. He never backs down from a fight.
Now, no!
I guess the preliminary tasks weren't too much.
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
Repair.
Nicely done. Works like a charm, doesn't it?
Levioso. Revelio.
You had one victory over Sallow.
Not sure he's in it.
Might some kind soul help me? If only a new student were to help me with my sad predicament.
Revelio.
Might some kind soul help me?
Are you all right?
Don't you know who I am? Zenobia Noak. The girl whom everyone at school hates for no reason.
Everyone hates you. Why?
Because Hogwarts is full of bullies and spoilsports. Leander Pruitt's one of the worst, that no-talent moon mind. I wanted to make some new friends, and so I brought my collection down to the common room. My gobstone collection, that is. I was hoping someone would want to play. Are you familiar with gobstones? Little balls, like marbles. Grand game. And if you lose, they spray you with a foul-smelling liquid.
Gobstones? Sounds like a fun challenge.
That's what I tried to tell everyone. People can be so cruel. Just because they're sprayed all over with smelly gobstone spit, it's their own fault for losing. Imelda is one of the worst losers. Everett and Astoria are terrible as well. And now those poor losers have taken my gobstones and hidden them in very high places all over the school.
Rather an overreaction on their part.
I'll say. Anyway, I can't work out how to get them back on my own. I don't think I know the necessary spells yet. I need someone, perhaps a selfless and talented 5th year to help me.
Haven't you any friends at school?
Not really. Natty said hello once, but not a word since.
Do you have any suggestions on how to get your gobstones down from their hiding spots?
If I knew that, I'd get them myself. Whoever hid my gobstones that high got up there somehow.
I'll see what I can do.
I'd appreciate the help. If you do find all of my gobstones, do come and see me again. I'll be back to playing Snake Pit and Jackstone by myself in no time.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Well, that's one of Zenobia's gobstones. I hardly see what all the fuss is about.
Revelio.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented blue powder.
Revelio. Lumos.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Leviosa.
Revelio.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Accio.
The travel...
Revelio. That's the last of Zenobia's gobstones. I should go and see her. Revelio.
I hear Feldcroft's been getting attacked by Rambo.
Revelio.
Handy resource
Revelio.
indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Revelio. Revelio.
Ugh, what am I?
Hello. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, hello. I'm Lenora. Pardon me if I seem a little distracted at the moment. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason.
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my...
Lumos.
Do come and find me if you stumble
That
across...
spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby. Lumos. This looks like the location from the painting. What could be so special about it? Let's get you back to your frame, little moth. Ha! I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame. Revelio. Lenora, I solved the mystery of that painting.
You did? How?
I found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame.
All very logical, I suppose. Pity I was so close to solving it. You have a knack for solving riddles. Natty's good at that too. So is Amit, although he does tend to over-explain. Well, I'm glad someone figured it out. The moth! I should have seen that.
They really shouldn't allow food and drink in the common.
Oh, everybody.
Well, fancy meeting you here.
Hello, Sebastian.
Ah, my new charge. I'm told you're in dire need of supplies, and I'm to accompany you into Hogsmeade for them. Is this your first foray into the village?
It is. I haven't left the castle since I arrived.
Well, I shall endeavor to be the very best of guides, then. Hogsmeade's a charming little place. Self-contained, too. We should be able to find you everything that you need. Shall we? I was glad Professor Weasley asked me to join you today.
As am I. Thank you, by the way.
Of course. You're the only one who's ever bested me in a duel. The way I see it, I'd be wise to keep an eye on you. Speaking of Weasley, she seems to have taken quite a shine to you.
Has she? That's nice to hear.
I'm still surprised that a professor would entrust me with anything, given my detention record.
Spend a lot of time in detention, do you?
Just enough to keep me well-rounded. Speaking of detention, this trip to Hogsmeade might have saved me from one.
Glad I could be of service.
Madam Scribner, the librarian, was on the hunt for me, as is often the case. Professor Weasley came to retrieve me, and I was able to convince old Scribner that I had somewhere to be.
So how did you manage to get on the librarian's bad side?
Well, I suspect it's a matter of differing opinions. She thinks I shouldn't be allowed in the restricted section, and I, on the other hand, am inclined to disagree. Oh, just one moment. This is an excellent spot to gather lacewing flies. They're pretty to look at. If you stew them long enough, they make a powerful potion ingredient. Merlin's beard from the Forbidden Forest. Look!
What's going on?
See for yourself. Quite a sight, isn't it? You certainly don't see that every day.
Do you think Poppy's already seen the hippogriffs?
Absolutely.
Likely already named them too.
Prance, Hoof and Sugarfoot.
To the left is the Forbidden Forest. Out of bounds to all students.
Oh, hence the name.
Precisely. They think it's too dangerous. I think they need to have more confidence in our defensive abilities. Ah, you can see Hogsmeade just past those ruins up ahead. Have you had much of a chance to explore the castle?
A little. It's positively enormous.
It is that. I've been there 5 years and barely scratched the surface. Loads to see, places to discover.
Oh? Any you'd like to share with the class?
Perhaps one day. I can't go around telling you all my secrets now, can I? You still haven't told me how you became so good at dueling. I've always thought Thestral's pulling a carriage a bit grim. Though I suppose most people don't actually see them at all.
But you can see them.
Unfortunately. You've seen quite a bit yourself firsthand too. Most notably that dragon attack. Hopefully the rest of your year isn't as eventful.
Nothing to be learned of.
Mr. Moon! He's the Hogwarts caretaker. Looks a bit worse for wear. Hello, Mr. Moon. Have you met our new 5th year?
Pleasure. You might want to turn back, Mr. Sallow. Turn and run.
Is everything all right, sir?
Oh, look right at me. Eyes big as saucers.
What did, Mr. Moon?
Demi guys. Ugly and airy and terrifying. I shall be at the castle where it's safe. Good luck to both of you.
A demi-guise? I don't know what he's putting in his pumpkin juice, but he's obviously had too much of it. I've never seen...
Revelio.
Mr. Moon is quite the character. My sister Anne thinks he's lovely, but I'd say he could improve a bit as a caretaker.
Oh, is your sister in Slytherin too?
She is, or rather, she was. She's not well at the moment, but she'll be better soon and back at Hogwarts. Honestly, if one could bottle the magic of this place. I don't know if it's the shops or the people, but there's just something about Hogsmeade. We all flock to it like moths to a flame. So how would you like to do this? Weasley told me you had a list of things to get, a wand and some other bits.
Yes. Dittany seeds, some spellcrafts, and some potion recipes.
Perfect. Can't wait to see what you do with the new wand. And a short list gives you plenty of time to poke around the village. I just have to pop into a shop to find something for my sister. Let's meet up in the town circle when you're finished. Remember, have fun. It's Hogsmeade.
An inquiring mind.
Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the spellcrafts Professor Weasley ordered.
Matilda's student. I thought I might be seeing you soon. I am the proprietor here. Thomas Brown. I take it you've had a conjuring lesson then?
I'm afraid I haven't yet, sir.
Ah, but you will soon enough. It is magic at its purest, creating something out of nothing. Of course, it is not without complexity, but that is where my spellcrafts come in. Stay the course, and you could soon impress even Professor Weasley.
That's certainly something to aspire to, Mr. Brown. I look forward to that day.
And I, too, see in it. Spellcrafts are incredibly useful for conjuring unique items like custom pieces of furniture or decoration. But I shall let Professor Weasley do the teaching. For now, let's get the spellcrafts you need. A potting table and a potion station, yes?
I believe so, sir.
Good. Nothing like being able to grow your own ingredients and brew what you want when you want. Let's have a look. Let's look at what we have, shall we? If you're interested, feel free to take a look around at the rest of my inventory.
I need to stop by the armory.
Blooming beard. Not again.
Revelio.
I'll be right with... Ah, it's you. Just a moment, please.
Hello, sir. I'm looking for...
For a new wand, yes. It's about time.
Yes, about time?
Well, you're our new fifth-year student, are you not? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you are. Gerbold Ollivander's the name. But of course, you'll have heard of the Ollivanders, I'm sure. Finest wand makers in the world. It's a pleasure to meet you, truly. Now, come with me. Let's find you the perfect wand, shall we? No, not you. Yes. Powerful core. 10.5 inches. You might do. Here, give this one a try. Well, go ahead, swish. How odd. Once more, come on, really swish it. Oh dear. Well, this isn't a good match at all, is it? We'll find you something, not to worry. No, not you. Perhaps. Yes. A rare wood, 13 3/4 inches, dragon heartstring. Let's give this one a try. Oh, goodness. Looks like it's back to the shelf for you. This is proving to be trickier than I had anticipated. How perplexing. Where are you? Perhaps you? There you are. Yes, I think you might be the one. Here, take it.
Curious indeed.
How intriguing.
Curious indeed.
How intriguing. Phoenix feather. Exceptionally rare, and a core with a strong sense of initiative.
Curious indeed.
What do you think? Extraordinary. Another wand, another beginning of a bright and magical future. Now, how did that feel?
Good. Different. I sensed a sort of surge of some kind.
A match. Your connection seemed particularly powerful. The right wand will learn from you, just as you learn from it.
I'm eager to try it out.
Indeed. Treat it well, and you shall find no more dependable a wand than one with a unicorn hair core. And the bond between you and your wand should only grow stronger. Do not be surprised at your new wand's ability to perceive your intentions, particularly in a moment of need.
That sounds wonderful, Mr. Ollivander.
I'll let you get to it. Do come and see me again if ever I can be of further assistance.
Revelio.
I don't send many out.
Revelio.
Welcome to J. Pippin's Potions.
Revelio. Pardon me, sir.
Oh, thank goodness. When I heard the bell, I thought you were Miss Lawang. Not that she deigns to come here. Though, I don't believe I've seen your face here before, either.
It's my...
Is it really? Well, Parry Pippin at your service. And this is J. Pippin's Potions. Potions for all ailments. You'll have read it on the sign, of course, but Grandfather always made me say it in full. How may I help you today?
Professor Weasley sent me to collect some recipes. I'm new at Hogwarts.
You're the student she sent the owl about. I set your things aside immediately. I suspected if you're anything like I was at your age, you'd want your potion supplies. Is it not the most fascinating art, potion making? Rivals anything you can do with a wand, I've always said.
Are potions really that versatile?
They may not be as showy as spellwork, but make no mistake, they are just as powerful. They can heal, destroy, protect. You'll discover all of this soon enough. As it's your first time in, I should mention that it's not just potion recipes I sell. I also offer ready-made drafts for all manner of uses, and I unveil new ones from time to time. Pop in when you can so you don't miss out on anything. But for now, let's get you those recipes, shall we? What can I do for you today? Feel free to take a look at the rest of my inventory, or come back another time if you're in a rush today.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Revelio.
Well, hello there.
Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the seeds Professor Weasley arranged for me to collect.
Oh, the dittany for the new 5th year. I take it that's you, then. Merlin's beard. Starting Hogwarts as a 5th year. You must be positively reeling from it all.
Not at all. I'm choosing to see it all as one big adventure.
Well, bravo. Not everyone has the temperament to take things as they come. I keep the cart out here because I like a good chat. Can't very well be in the thick of things if I'm hidden away inside now, can I? In addition to seeds, I have plenty of plants. Grow everything myself. My speciality is potion ingredients. Even Pippin purchases from me. But what say we get you a packet of dittany seeds?
Let me guess. You're after something fresh.
Do have a look around. Plenty of ingredients to pique your interest, I'd wager.
Well, that's everything. Better go and find Sebastian.
Revelio. 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 Revelio.
If something threatens me, distinctly pretended. What are you up to now?
I officially have all of my supplies.
Excellent.
Did you get what you needed for your sister?
I did. So I suppose the world is our oyster now. Let's see what else we can get up to.
Draw it away from the building! Away from the village!
Are we weakening him at all? Keep at it! We'll wear him down eventually. What was that?
A taste of his own medicine.
Nicely done! Leviosa! That's right, you lumbering lout! He's faltering! You want to do the job!
Goodness! A second troll! Did you two take on a fully grown troll? By yourselves?
I suppose so. It's all a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Merlin's beard. Are you all right?
We are, and we were glad to help.
I'd say help is a bit of an understatement. Nerve like that. The makings of an aura, if you ask me. If you are unharmed, perhaps the two of you wouldn't mind helping me put a few things back to where they were.
Of course, officer.
Singer. Officer Singer. And thank you, again.
Blimey, chap. Pip, 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 cheerio. Oh. Is it that easy? I hope we get to do that, because if we don't, and we just have to fly all the time, that's not going to be as simple.
I'll go and see what he wants.
But then again, I don't think you're allowed to do that until you're like year 7. Just a little bit, right? Just a little bit. Thanks, Kat. Is the volume bad for y'all? Like, I know you can hear my fan, but that's because I keep my PlayStation cool like that. I know it's ghetto, but listen, it works. I showed a picture of my mom to my mom, and she was like, "That's not you. That's not you, Bran." She's like, "You don't look nothing like that." I was like, "Oh." I was like, "I see little me and him. His nose is a little bit bigger than mine, but you know." Of course, my Echo wants to be nosy as soon as I start talking. All right. Oh, how are we gonna get that? Oh, okay, that works. All right. Let's fix this place. This is cool. This is fun. Ciao. F the haters, I'm sorry. Like, y'all can get in y'all's feelings if y'all want to. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah. Definitely feel free to come back if you have to. I know you work, mama. That's okay. That's alright. I'm not crazy, right? I saw a page just now. Is it behind me? I'll let you know when I... Oh, okay, cool. No problem.
Reparo. This thing for Officer Singer to worry about.
Because comics. Woo! Alright. What else? We're forgetting something. Oh. Is this a whole building I'm about to fix? Let me see if it works. Oh, it worked. His one said, "It's your Alright. Let's fix all this damage. Now, one thing I will complain about, the guy from Heartstoppers, the male voice for the whatever, and I'm not happy with it because I tried to give him a deeper pitch, and he just sounds like he has a filter over his mouth, and I'm sure you guys can hear that too, but I'm not a fan of it. And I think that hopefully with given the success of the game, because it sold a lot of copies from what I've been told, that they can hire another actor or something, because this is it's not doing it for me. And it's no offense to him, because, you know, he can act, but Pabobot. Yeah, Pabobot.
Revelio.
Pabobot.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
The statue is talking to me. I can't. Having full conversations. Where's the last one I'm missing? You know what? I'm just gonna aim Reparo in the area. Oh. It was the boxes? I'm dumb. Maybe, yeah, it's not his fault. It's just, it sounds like a filter. It sounds like he's talking through like Like a water filter.
Mr. Hill was just singing your praises.
Going la 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 la. What kind of haircut is that? What kind of haircut is that? Let's talk about it. He looks like a Whovillian. What? If I had this haircut, I probably... Let me not get banned.
Hello, sir. I don't believe we've met. Allow me to introduce myself, Augustus Hill.
Yes, vocoder. Yes.
I should like to thank you for your remarkable bravery in fighting those trolls,
Legacy.
and not to mention your help restoring Hogsmeade to its rightful source.
Is that what it's called?
I was happy to help. Frankly, you deserve an order of
Oh, God.
But I can offer you something much more
What are
I own
those?
glad rags wizardware, and among my inventory are some
I do say indubitably,
protections, as it were.
I want to thank you by giving you a pair of Nikes and some Kanye clothes.
I'd like to give you one such set of robes, in thanks for what you did today.
Oh, an 80s band. I'm taking the free shit. Of course I'm taking the free stuff. The
least I can do. Now, let's try this on for size, shall we? Plenty for your perusal today. Take your time.
All right, let's see what. That's. He gave me school robes. I'd have punched him in his eye. Stuff that I can essentially have like at any given time. Oh, I have to click the school robes. This is boring. This is boring. It's not equipped, so. So now I gotta hustle and flow.
I'd say we've earned a butterbeer or two, wouldn't you? Might help me forget that I was almost
A nice, and this is something that truly shocked me. It's like he's nice. I guess they're giving you a companion from each house, and I guess you guys can run around together and just get into shenanigans.
You're most welcome to peruse my shop at your leisure.
Your coffee is burnt, sir, and I will not be returning unless I absolutely have to come here. Good day to you, I say. Oh, rude. Sebastian, how was my British accent? I thought it was pretty good.
Utter bedlam in there.
Oh, well, screw you then.
The owner. She's a good one to know.
What is this now? A cutscene. I'll mute myself for a second.
You said you could get to the child when they came to Hogsmeade. That all you needed was a distraction. I gave you a distraction.
I just watched a student take down your distraction. Who's this child? What are you not telling me?
All you need to know is that if you cannot get to the child, then you have no value to me.
Let's go.
Did they see us?
I don't think so.
What was that goblin doing?
Why does that man with the top hat just look like an average-looking magician?
With Rookwood.
The goblin from the Daily
He's a
Prophet.
Bushi Houdini.
I knew I'd seen him somewhere.
Quickly, let's get inside the 3 broomsticks.
Alright, let's go. Chip chip. I hate that the goblins have such super long arms.
Thank you, Sirona.
You be well.
Now, what can I... Oh, there's a face I haven't seen before.
It's my first time here.
Welcome. Butterbeer's on me. Heard about the attack. I shall be looking in on the other shopkeepers and residents shortly. Glad to see you two escaped injury.
Thanks to this one. Single-handedly took down a troll.
Is that right? Well done.
Thanks for this.
My pleasure. I will say, trolls in Hogsmeade. It's never happened before. Something's not right. The only brutes we usually have to deal with are... How timely.
Was that Lodgok I saw leaving just now? Your clientele's not what it used to be, Sirona.
Not to worry, Victor. Once the two of you leave, the caliber of my clientele will greatly improve. I wouldn't do that if I were you, Theophilus.
Come now. No need for theatrics. I'm only here for
You're the one with the theatrics. You look like the ringleader from Dumbo.
Who's enjoying a well-earned
The hell?
butterbeer?
Only want a quick word.
Perhaps you didn't hear me.
So this is before Voldemort, so who was the bad bitch back then? I'm curious.
One would think you all had enough bloodshed for one day.
You see how everyone came to my defense?
The 3 broomsticks isn't what it used
I said bad bitches
Let's take
to
our
the
girlies
left.
elsewhere. Can't drink butterbeer forever.
Seems you've made an unfortunate enemy. Watch your back.
Oh, cat, that man's hair. It truly did me in, I swear to God.
Trolls? Ranrock and Rookwood? What are you not telling me?
Look like a damn.
I promised to tell you everything.
It looks like the Ravenclaw symbol.
It's perhaps best I do that later.
That's what that man's hair looked like.
And on that
Caw-caw.
note, I think we should head back to the castle.
We don't fly. Why don't we just fly back to the castle? Because, you know, we're rich. We're rich and British, yes? La 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 la. Another beer. Another. Alright, let's see what we can find in here. Surely there's some other goodies, no? Retrivio. Or, Chicodio.
Revelio.
Oh, we'll just have to settle with Revelio. Now, there's one thing I will complain about Hogwarts Legacy, because anybody who's thinking about buying the game, I would just wait a couple weeks, maybe one or two, because there's a glitch right now, and my friend seems to be having the same issue. It's not as common, like it doesn't happen like every time you go into it, but sometimes when you go into the menu and basically you try to use the cursor like this will freeze and it will just stay dead center in the middle, and that really gets me upset. And then I have to reset my controller. That's why you saw me with, I don't know if you guys were paying attention when I was in the potion shop, that when I had to reset my controller because it froze right there in the center. It's just so stupid. So I hope they fix that, because it's not my controller, because it's brand new, and any other game I've played since I started Hogwarts Legacy yesterday worked fine. So fix that, please. Thank you. I'm sure it will be addressed. I've already seen a couple threads about it on Reddit.
Revelio.
Revelio. Oh, there's a thing outside. Alright, let's go and leave. Get some more stuff before we go back. Oh, it's nighttime. There's cats everywhere. Just pet random cats. Oh. You know what's funny? One of the 3 pets that you can have in this franchise is a cat, a toad, or an owl. I would pick the owl because the owl can deliver mail. You can pet it and stuff like that. And,
Revelio.
I don't know. Oh. Well, damn, Hogwarts. Sorry, I forgot I was still doing a story mission. Yeah, I want 2. I would want two pets. I'll get the cat and the owl. Owl for the male purposes, you know. And let me talk to him so this damn thing can end. Or do we have to walk all the way back?
I'm certainly glad Serona was there. Told you she was one of the good ones. I can see that. She didn't seem at all intimidated by Rookwood and Arlo.
I think you'll need to tell me why Victor Rookwood has you in his sights. But we can talk later. For the moment, we should return to the castle. Professor Weasley's certain to hear about the troll attack soon if she hasn't already. Don't want to risk another detention for getting back after hours.
We have to go back. Alright. Hogwarts map. Ravenclaw common room. Okay, now y'all, I've seen the Gryffindor common room. I've seen this common room. And I'm just gonna have to say it right now. Unless I can upgrade this place, at least this particular common room, Slytherin's got it in the bag. Alright, he's discovered something, so we gotta go see him. What kind of dusty, musty door is this? The paint is faded. Ugh. Gryffindor common room looks better than this. So, you know what? Even though I haven't seen Hufflepuff, I'm gonna give it to Slytherin for the best common room. It's probably the 3rd best, because I highly doubt that Hufflepuff is good. Actually, I'm gonna put Hufflepuff 3rd, because I have seen pictures of it. I've seen pictures of it.
Revelio.
Is this my owl? Wow, that is so realistic. Look at it. Aww. What a pretty owl. Thank you for delivering my mail. Wish I could feed it. They'll probably add something like that in the future. I mean, if you can pet cats now. Now why can't I come down this side? I'm Ravenclaw. Open sesame. Imagine if you try to stab me. Oh god. Get back to work. Stop kissing. I said stop. If I can't have romance, neither can you. Dang. Well, you can't use it on other students like, unless you're dueling. It's fair. I have to try. Oh, okay, this is nice. This is nice. What the hell? There's a ghost in here. Hey. Hello. I'm talking to you. Oh wait, I have to do my British voice. Oi! I'm talking to you. Kagawa. Oh yes, that's something else I noticed, is that the flying teacher is Asian. I said, look at Hogwarts including more than one race. Yes. Yes. Alright, let's head to where the hell I need to go. I was just exploring the common room, y'all. It's no big deal. No biggie.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Stop kissing. I hate when you make me do this. Alright, this is cool. Look at this. Yes. Oh, so it makes like a bird sound every single time the door opens. That's cool. That is cool. Okay. See, now here's my fiendish plot. Y'all ready? So my fiendish plot is basically, when I get to use dark arts, I'm gonna gag everybody. Cause you can have multiple endings. I'm gonna be evil. Right towards the end. They're gonna say, oh, you're so nice, you're so nice. Oh my god, like you would never hurt anybody. We love you so much, Hogwartian brother. And then all of a sudden, boom. I'm gonna be like, Avada Kedavra. I'm gonna rule with an iron fist. Hopefully they age your character up like a couple years. I hope you get to actually go through the years. I mean, since there's not that many left, since he's a 5th year, so.
Good on you for stopping that troll.
Oh, thank you, mate. Kind of random congratulations. Does anyone know where Professor Fig is? Figglebottom. Open the door.
Revelio.
I think when I do that, it means there's a page nearby. And it sounded closer to here, though. Or no, here.
Revelio.
I think it's upstairs. We'll leave it for now.
Handy resource indeed.
Revelio.
I'm most pleased to be included.
Still can't get in there. Alright.
Professor, I'm glad to see you.
And I you. Thank Merlin you're in one piece. I heard about the attack. Trolls in Hogsmeade?
Sir, the trolls were wearing armor. It had that dark glow like the dragon collar.
Goblin silver. Ranrock used it to control the dragon. But how? And why send trolls to...
They were there because of me. I overheard Ranrock talking with Victor Rookwood.
Ranrock was in Hogsmeade? With Rookwood?
The trolls were Ranrock's distraction so that Rookwood could get to me. And he would have, had Sirona and the patrons at the Three Broomsticks not intervened.
This is grave news indeed. If Ranrock's goblins and dark wizards are after you, they want what we found in that vault.
Speaking of the vault, do you think that Ranrock is working with any of the goblins at Gringotts?
I do not. Gringotts goblins aren't typically the friendliest of beings, but they have a great deal of integrity. No, I dare say after what happened to that poor banker, the goblins at Gringotts are no followers of Ranrock.
Ranrock and Ragnarok. Yeah.
They're after the locket.
Ranrock's this evil little goblin.
Yes.
I guess he's one of the antagonists in the game.
I discovered an inscription. When I read it aloud, this map appeared.
Ragnarok.
Clever enchantment. It's a map of Hogwarts, to be sure, but I do not know where it leads.
It leads to the library. A restricted section, to be precise, and a bit beyond. I see traces of magic there on the map.
I suspected you would see something.
Shall we go?
I appreciate your enthusiasm, and I'm eager to discover what we may find there as well. But if our experience at Gringotts, let alone what happened to Miriam, taught me anything, it's that the path we're on is terribly dangerous. I'd like you to work with Professor Hecat a bit before we continue.
But sir, how dangerous could the library be? Perhaps we're only after a book.
Perhaps we are only after a book, but we should be prepared for anything. Once you've honed your defensive magic further, come and see me. I'll let Professor Hecat know to expect you.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Revelio.
We have some matters to discuss.
I'm here about the new spell you wanted to teach me, Professor.
Good. Professor Fig indicated a certain urgency to you completing your defensive magic assignments. As such, you are to learn Incendio, the fire-making spell, handy for lighting torches, burning away spider webs, and, when necessary, defending against those who would wish to do us harm.
Sounds versatile.
Quite. But before we get started, I'd like you to complete a few tasks. You may be surprised by some of them. Astonishing how much students don't think their professors know. When you're finished, come and see me. Then we shall begin working on Incendio. You know where to find me once you've finished.
Seems crossed wands isn't as secret as it's believed to be.
I hope you've had more luck than I did tracking down my gobstones. I hope you've had more luck than I did tracking down my...
Hello, Zenobia. I found all your gobstones.
Really?
Common sense and basic...
Well...
Of course. They are yours, after all.
Oh, how wonderful. I shall dedicate all of my future victories to you. Speaking of which, now that I have all my gobstones back...
I'm sure they'd be willing to play after the trouble spent getting them back. It's a fine idea.
Isn't it? Oh, we'll have so much fun together, laughing as all the losers get sprayed, which won't include me. Very well, off I go. Wish me luck.
Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Revelio.
Oh, not again.
Here I've come from the toilet bowl where she said I could swim, did you praxia mole? As long as 'twere only one time per week, I can plunge the boy's lavatory, not for the meek.
These peas will make me late.
He tried to stop me, did Rasmus Carp, sought to trap me, confine me inside of a jar. But he failed, as did his containment charms, so I took my revenge to wreak havoc and harm. It was granted my privileges be handsome indeed, or I'd fire up the cannon, and so she agreed. To draw up a contract with her, not with
Revelio.
That if I behaved, I'd have one weekly swim. Whee!
Sometime in the fresh air would do wonders.
Revelio.
If I could undo all that happened that day, I would.
Glad you could make it. Leviosa just over there.
Revelio.
Can I help you?
Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
If Sebastian vouches for you, that's all I need to know. I coordinate duels for crossed wands. A dueling club of sorts. It's invitation only, so you must have really impressed Sebastian.
I'm flattered to hear that. Sebastian's not a bad duelist either.
Imagine it's quite something to see the two of you duel.
How does cross wands work exactly?
You show up, I match you with other duelists, and whoever is still standing in the end wins. It's our way of determining the school's greatest duelist once and for all. And to liven things up, the winner is awarded a prize. Interested?
Of course. Dueling's an entertaining pastime.
I agree. Besides, in crossed ones, you can duel with a partner if you like. Your first time I'll pair you with Sebastian. Next time, you'll need to bring a partner along, or duel alone. So, care to step into the ring?
Get me in the ring.
Spectacular! Let the fireworks begin!
We'll make you regret signing up.
The winner!
There goes my wager.
What's he doing? Nice work. Sebastian wasn't wrong about you. There's strong competition ahead, but keep this up and you could be the next school champion.
Brilliant. Count me in.
I shall. In fact, the second duel is ready when you are. And as a fully initiated member, you now have access to the official Crossed Wands training dummy. Very good way to master spell combinations. Come and see me, and I'll set it up. Again, congratulations on your first Crossed Wands victory. Well fought. Hope to see you back here again. Glad you're back.
Hello, Lucan. May I use the training dummy?
Of course. I'll fetch it and give you a list of combinations to practice. Ready to have a try now?
Yeah, I like it, Cat. It's fun.
That would be wonderful.
Be sure to cast all your spells before the dummy lands. If If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know. Excellent form. Good one. Nicely done. I'd say that's enough practice. You looked good out there.
Thank you, Lucan.
I say better to discover one's weaknesses during practice than during a duel. You'll be a fearsome challenger now.
Hello, Lucan. Is the next round of crossed wands all set?
Why, yes it is. I've got a great match lined up. Ready for another round?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Brilliant. Are you dueling with a partner?
Yes, Natty.
Then let's get to it.
Ready to get thrashed?
Apologies in advance.
That was a little bit of a challenge, but particularly easy.
Bravo!
I gave it my all.
You did indeed. The other duelists have already taken notice of you, but after that last round, they'll really have it in for you. You'd better keep practicing if you want a chance at winning, or at least surviving the next round. I'll let you know when we're ready. Hope to see you then. The next round is for all the gobstones, so to speak.
Assignment's all finished.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
I trust Mr. Brattleby was able to accommodate you.
I finished all of the tasks you gave me, Professor Hackett.
Glad to hear it. Then you should be ready to learn Incendio.
Should be, Professor.
Yes. I'm sorry to say, I visited enough careless colleagues. Your spellcasting has impressed me thus far, but please maintain focus. I would rather we not end today's lesson with your robes aflame. Concentrate, and keep your wand steady. Good work.
You can't imagine.
Oh, that would be incredible. If you're sure.
I'll be tested too.
You already know the dates of every goblin rebellion that hasn't even happened yet.
Good to stay in top form.
Then I shall test you both at the same time.
That won't work.
What? Why?
Because we shall hear each other. Then we'll know the answers.
Oh, that is a point.
You're saying I need to take time to test each of you on the dates of goblin rebellions separately?
Yes. And if it involves warlocks, I shall need extra time.
What? Why?
I struggle to recall details regarding warlocks. Unless it's Barnabas Deveril, then it's fine.
Revelio. Leviosa.
Oi! Can you help me? Hello there. Perhaps you can help me.
Hello? Were you calling me?
I was, yes. Following a treasure map, to be precise. Slight respite from... Asked Poppy if she'd be interested as well, but couldn't drag her away from her puff ski. I found 2 maps lying about, both leading to locate...
Following a Hogwarts treasure map? Count me in.
Huh?
Very well.
Tried to summon the pack.
Ah, a rhinoceros skeleton. I'm on the right track. There's the fountain. I'm getting closer.
The Daedalian keys are back. Aren't they brilliant?
Is every...
The Daedalian keys. Surely you've seen them flying about. Rumour is that a former headmistress, Professor Moll, conjured them to protect the contents of certain locked cabinets. Professor Black couldn't be bothered to disenchant the keys, and they appear every few years. You should try to catch one.
Why would I do that?
Each key will lead you to a locked cabinet somewhere in the castle. If you can manage to get the key into the cabinet lock, not an easy task, you may find a reward.
Perhaps I'll give it a go.
I hope you do. In fact, I think I heard one of the keys in the astronomy tower. You should listen for them. I hope you follow a few keys at least. If you manage to open a cabinet, I'd love to know what you find, if anything.
This stairwell looks promising. This looks like the portrait from the map. Where's the treasure? There was a doorway hidden within the portrait. I wonder what came of Arthur's search.
You're entitled to your opinion. Doesn't mean I'm obliged to agree.
I should say a bin the brain.
Find anything yet?
Hello, Arthur. Thought you might like to know that my map led to a doorway hidden within a portrait.
Oh, how clever! Mine led to the boathouse. Barely found the treasure before I saw the headmaster coming. He shooed me out of there, but not before I got a few galleons richer. What did you find?
I found what I believe is an authentic historian's uniform.
Oh, that's lucky. Seems as though we both had success. Glad I enlisted you to join me. Well, on to the next Hogwarts mystery. Wonder if a quick rummage round Weasley's office might yield anything interesting.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide.
Ah, there you are.
Hello, sir. You'll be pleased to know that I worked on my defensive magic with Professor Heckard.
So I hear. She tells me you've taken rather well to your new wand. You must continue to work with her and your other professors to improve your skills. That said, I don't wish to postpone our visit to the library any longer. So, shall we proceed?
Fig, I have work for you. Come.
Headmaster, I'm with a student and my schedule
Your schedule will wait indefinitely, as will your student. I would think that after all the trouble you caused me with Osric, you'd be eager to make amends. My office, 5 minutes.
That man is exasperating. Unfortunately, our trip to the restricted section will have to wait a bit longer.
But, Professor...
We have no choice. It would be unwise to provoke our illustrious headmaster further. I shall find you when I've completed whatever toils I must endure.
Sebastian mentioned sneaking into the restricted section. Perhaps he'll have an idea.
Sebastian, there you are. There you are. You promised me an explanation for what happened in the Three Broomsticks. Not many students have Victor Rookwood's attention. What was that all about?
Seems he's working with Ranrock, and Ranrock is after something I found at Gringotts.
Ranrock? And when were you at Gringotts?
Professor Fig and I ended up there after the dragon attack. It's quite the tale. Fig had this port key.
A port key? To Gringotts? I'm not sure I follow.
I barely follow myself, and I was there. Anyway, we ended up in an ancient vault where we found a map. That map leads to the restricted section.
You can't be serious.
Deadly serious. Professor Fig has insisted that I not tell a soul about any of this. I've probably said too much.
Understood. Your secret's safe with me. Whatever it is.
Thank you, Sebastian. You mentioned being clever enough not to get caught in the restricted section.
And I am. Meet me outside the library tonight, and tell no one.
How concerned should I be about the librarian?
Madam Scribner doesn't take kindly to clandestine activities taking place amongst her precious books, so do all that you can to avoid her. She and I have had our entanglements, but I can hold my own against her. You may not be so lucky.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll meet you later.
See there? That's the door we need to reach. And those annoying prefects would love nothing more than to rat on us to Scribner, so don't let them see us. Understood?
I can be sneaky. Let's go.
Hold on now. There's a spell you should know. The Disillusionment Charm. Good for getting places you're not supposed to be. Cast it and you'll appear as little more than a trick of the light, just as long as you keep your distance and stay quiet.
You mean I'll actually be able to turn invisible?
Something like that. It's not as foolproof as a cloak, but those are expensive. And spells are free. Give it a try. Still here. Quick, behind the bookcase.
You told me the librarian would be gone by now.
I said usually, but it'll still be all right. Do you see her desk behind me? The key is in the drawer of that desk. Now, here's what we're going to do. I'll create a distraction to draw her away. You focus on getting the key. I'll meet you outside of the restricted section.
You distract, I get the key. Understood.
I said I'd get you in, and I always keep my word. Trust me.
Is someone there? Is that you, Peeves? Is someone... I knew you hurt someone! Out with you!
The key. Here it is.
Is someone there? Is that you, Peeves? Better not be a student in here. It's after hours.
That wasn't so difficult after all.
I do hope Peeves isn't up to his...
Oh, that one's charmed to look more useful than it is. It's fooled me twice. Never judge a tome by its cover, I say. Ghost, don't let her see you.
You aren't supposed... Can't you leave us to watch about in peace? Out of here with you!
Quieter than a jobberknoll. Ghost, don't let her see you. Should be in the clip. No need for us to be skulking about.
So what is it you've been looking for?
I'm looking for a cure to help my twin sister, Anne, so that she can return to Hogwarts. Because Merlin knows everyone else has given up.
Why do you think you'll find a cure in the restricted section? Does the Hogwarts matron have nothing that can help Anne?
No! We've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's. But I can research on my own. No need to concern yourself with that right now. Let's focus on what you're after. Which is what, precisely?
I'll know it when I see it.
You're being awfully cryptic. Leviosa! Repair.
Who have we here? Sebastian Sallow and his new little friend. Out exploring where they shouldn't be. Naughty, naughty. You'll get caughty.
Peeves, don't you...
I'm going to tell. I'm going to tell. I'm going to tell.
Oh, blast it!
Wait, I don't want you getting into trouble for me.
I have a way. I like having friends who are in my debt. Now go. Good luck. Now, where has that damned poltergeist got to?
I know just the spell to repair this armor.
Repair it.
Revelio. Of course, traces of ancient magic. There must be more to this room. That's it! Revelio. Where might this lead? Not surprising. Guards at the ready. Levioso! Levioso! Revelio. Levioso. Levioso. This must be the way forward, but to where? it's about me. It is a book after all.
You wanted to see me? Headmistress Fitzgerald, Professor Rackham.
Miss Isadora Morganach, welcome.
Professor Rookwood, Professor McCaw.
We understand that you are adjusting well to life at Hogwarts.
I am.
I am glad. Especially in light of your unusual situation, starting as a 5th year.
As it happens, I was also admitted to Hogwarts as a 5th year. I've never heard of another like us.
Miss Morganach, when we spoke yesterday after class, you asked about the beautiful swirls you saw years ago when we visited your hamlet.
I recognized you all immediately. I cannot thank you enough for what you did.
We were glad to help.
And yes, I did see swirls of magic everywhere that day. My father insists it was my imagination running wild, but it was certainly real to me.
It was not your imagination.
Percival, Professor Rackham can see them too. But we have never known of another who could.
I don't understand. What are they?
The whispers or traces that appear when a particular form of ancient magic is wielded.
Ancient magic?
Few are capable of wielding it. Hogwarts itself is a stronghold of ancient magic.
So if I can see traces of ancient magic, does that mean I can wield it too?
With the proper training.
But let us not get ahead of ourselves, Miss Morganach.
Before I can train you to wield such magic, you must first master all that Hogwarts has to offer.
A magic this powerful can do great harm in the wrong hands. It must be wielded by a select few. As such, we ask that you not speak to anyone about what we have discussed here today.
Sebastian.
Sneaking in the restricted section again! I had thought we were through with this mischief. Clearly detentions are insufficient. I'm afraid I must take this to the headmaster. But that being said, Peeves informs me that you didn't come alone tonight. If someone has coerced you, I would have you tell me. You're a bright boy. Don't waste this.
There was nobody else. I came alone.
Oh, Sebastian. What will your uncle say?
Revelio. Incendio. Revelio.
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look. Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts. Another pensive Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
They were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.